talking me?
Ray, go ahead and give us the quick shots, man.
All right, quick shots. Your first quick shot for the week is the Series X is finally going to be getting a 4K dashboard upgrade.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, so they're finally going to make the dashboard look like
Yes,
something?
Yes.
Okay.
I remember we talked about this back before the system was launched, and how
Had no themes.
It was a
nothing.
1080p, same as S, the Series S, and we were like, "Damn, this Series S is bottlenecking the Series X because they're trying to keep parity."
Right.
Well, clearly they were, and now they're finally going to be giving you a 4K dashboard upgrade. So
When's that timeline
I don't
coming?
remember the date, but that one's finally coming. So look out for that one.
Yeah, look for that, dude.
I
wonder if they're going to incorporate themes.
I know. I hope we get some themes. That'd be
nice,
cool instead
right?
of just that static background.
Yeah, if you can
know?
if you can have like some images or something playing in the back, kind of like how the PS5 does it or whatever.
Yeah, I want themes for the PS5 too,
or even the PS4. The PS4
I don't know
still
why,
has shit
dude. I love the themes on the PS4. It's one of my favorite things. I swapped it all the time.
Yeah,
I don't know why they did away with that on the PS5. It's so infuriating, man.
Yeah.
Hate that. Next up is Hassan from Abandon.
Okay.
Is wondering why people,
boy.
my boy, is wondering why people are calling Blue Box scammers.
Oh,
He's really hurt by this.
Mm.
Why everyone's calling Blue Box scammers. I'm like, you serious, dog? Like, you straight up stole Konami's games, and then you say you had nothing to do with Konami. And you're wondering why people are calling you scammers. All their ideas, yeah. They've marketed everything off Kojima's, not theirs.
Yeah.
They basically marketed it as Kojima.
They ain't even done shit. So they
not
should just be
anything
trying to
from
show their
theirs.
game.
Yeah. They've only ever shown Kojima stuff.
Right.
None of their stuff. And you're wondering why people are calling you a scammer? It's like, and what about all your other failed games you released? Remember we went over all those stupid failed games he launched? Like they were all failed games?
Right. Of
course people are going to think this is another one of your little ploys. That this is going to be a failure. Of course, like, why would you think people wouldn't think you're a scammer? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just cracked up on that, man. So he's wondering why people are calling them scammers. Your next bit of news is this kind of interesting. Biomutant sold over 1 million copies.
Interesting.
They made back all their development costs in the first week of that game's release. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's understandable because people wasn't really playing it on the console or whatever. They were playing it on the PC. So I mean, it didn't get a bad rap until like the second week that it was out. I think there was a lot of pre-orders for it, especially because it was a drought too.
I think that's part of it too. It was a drought, and there was a little bit of hype from Outriders. Like people loved Outriders, but they had all those issues with like loot and like connectivity and all this junk happening with Outriders. So they thought Biomutant would be that, and so I think Biomutant kind of rode high a little bit off Outriders' coattails.
Probably.
And wow. I mean, that's pretty incredible, dude.
Yeah.
That's like,
but they only
Ratchet and
made
Clank
back
was like
the money
1 point something million.
That it cost to make the game, right?
No, they've made more than that. But in the first week, they made back their development costs.
Right. So, I mean,
so they've made tons of money. But that's just how crazy it was selling in that first, in these last few months.
Yeah. And I remember how terrible it was when it first came out.
Yeah.
And like how there was so many things that needed to be changed.
Mm-hmm.
And they changed like almost 90% of those things, within that like first month. So
they fixed a lot of it, and people were happy.
Right.
It's just pretty awesome for a double-A game,
Did you ever play that game?
I still haven't. I own it. I still haven't popped it in yet.
You still haven't, man. You need to at least check it out. I told you the storyline was like super quick to go through.
I got it for a reason to play it, but it's just trying to find that window.
I got you.
Quake, the original OG Quake.
Okay, don't tell me it's another remake.
No, it's being relaunched on PS4. Which
even worse.
It's never been on a PlayStation console though, so this is interesting. The original Quake.
Okay.
So it's never been on an original console, but here's why I think it's interesting.
Okay.
Not because I care about Quake, but because Quake is owned by id Software, and id Software is Bethesda's studio, but part of Bethesda Studios. They're owned by Microsoft.
Okay.
So Microsoft is allowing one of their proprietary. They own this IP now to be launched on the PlayStation 4 for the first time ever. They're allowing this. Does this give us some kind of insight into the types of games that Microsoft will allow to be multi-platform?
Old as shit.
So kind of like goes back to what we talked about before. If it's something we already know and we've already expecting it, they allow it. If it's new, no more. right?
Yeah.
So I think this kind of confirms, right, like what we thought. Like if it's something that we kind of already know exists, like probably Wolfenstein, games like this will probably be like on the PS4. But like these new ones that are coming out, like they announced that new one. They gave us a little trailer for it. Gosh, I can't remember the name of it now. But it's from the people that I think it's no, it's not it. It's from the people that made Dishonored, that are making Deathloop. But they had another game coming out from them, and they showed a trailer of it. That's exclusive.
Oh,
it was at E3, and then you had Starfield. That's brand new. That's exclusive.
Yeah.
But we see Quake getting launched on the PS4. So
also, it could be on some like PlayStation and PC type shit. Hey, this game's old as fuck. Y'all could take it. You know what I mean?
Make a quick little.
I'll make some
I think
more
it's like
money off
$10.
of it. Yeah,
like $10 to buy this thing. Yeah,
pocket change.
But I mean, Quake's pretty popular. They have QuakeCon. They have the whole convention for Quake. So I mean, there's like a lot of people that like it. So
yeah,
that's interesting. So look for that on the PS4.
It might make enough pocket change for them to pay some of the other developers to do like a side thing where, hey, just go and remake this.
Yeah,
that might be what causes remakes. The little old shit that they drop, and it's like, oh, that change we get from this old ass game, let's take that, make something.
Make something.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're gonna make some money. People are gonna buy this for sure.
Yeah,
like I said, it's the first time it's on PlayStation. So I'm not a fan of arena shooters, but I mean, I know like a lot of people like these games. So that's interesting news. Hey everyone, we get a brand new release, number 568 for Skyrim.
Oh yeah,
Skyrim is relaunching on the PS5 and Series X.
Wow, they remade it.
Do we need this?
Do
we seriously need this?
Is it a remaster though?
It's a remaster, right? Like it's gonna be.
But Bethesda
upgraded.
Don't even do shit to their engine.
Nothing.
We were literally just talking about this.
Same
Bethesda
thing.
don't do shit to their engine. It's gonna
the
look
same
the same
thing.
It's gonna look the same.
And on the PS4 and Series X, I mean the Xbox One, you have mods.
Right.
So I was able to mod mine up. Like I don't even know if there's gonna be mods on the PS5
and the
version.
mods are making it look way better.
Way
than the
better.
original
You
game.
could populate. It looked like a remake.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't even know if you're gonna have that on the I don't think
That would
PS5
be
has
nice
mods.
if they just allowed you access to these mods.
On the
Like,
PS4
these,
you
like,
can,
on the
but
server
I
or
don't know if
something
the
like that,
PS5 will allow it. So this is just laughable to me. I have no idea, no
Whatever.
desire to buy this.
Yeah.
This is not like happy. Hey, you get a Skyrim game. No, we want Elder Scrolls 6 already, man. Like, come on. I thought that was laughable. So look for that on PS5, dude.
Yeah, look for it.
20 years later.
Yeah.
Next piece of little news is Aloy, our favorite little bow-wielding, Chicana from Horizon, is coming to Genshin Impact.
Okay, all right. So Genshin Impact is almost like a PS5 exclusive, at least with consoles.
Dude, it is, yeah.
I mean, you can play it on PC,
You're right.
and I think you can play it on mobile.
It's kind of like a PlayStation exclusive.
You can only play it on PS5,
Yeah.
so I'm sure that's the only place that you can find the actual character, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe
I don't think you can find it on PC.
On PC.
Maybe. Oh, well, I guess because Horizon's on PC, you
Right.
might be able to play it on PC.
Yeah.
Maybe on mobile as well.
Probably phone too, yeah.
But the thing here is, like, she looks dope. Like the little thing they gave her, like they did a great job with designing her combat. Like it had some sweet bow action going on.
It looked just like Aloy, all of the flips,
just
and
in
the
like
moves
cartoon
and the
form.
shooting.
Yeah, like it was really cool.
Yeah.
And it looked fun. Like it's like, dude, that almost makes me want to go and buy that character. I love bow wielding characters,
Right.
So it's just like I just thought like that was really cool, man. How do I get her?
Yeah.
And so I was asking you, like, is this going to be like a character we can buy individually, or is it like in a pack? Like, how do we get access to Aloy?
Yeah, I mean, I could see them trying to have you buy like certain packs or whatever to get a better chance at Aloy. I don't see it. I don't see her being in the story, but I mean, maybe they gave.
That's what I mean. I can't
couple
see
of,
her
like,
being in the
quest
story.
scenarios that you could eventually get Aloy, because I believe, maybe somebody who's played Genshin. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that every character that is in Genshin Impact can be obtained just by playing the game. It's just a matter of like when you get across that storyline, like you can buy.
I have no idea about that.
You can buy the packs and possibly acquire the person for free with the in-game currency stuff, or you can come across them within the story. You know what I mean? Or you can decide to purchase them with real money.
I see.
Or whatever, and just get them quicker. But.
And for our last quick shot of the day, Halo Infinite is not launching with their co-op mode or their Forge at launch.
Wow.
So this means you cannot play the game through with a friend on co-op, which you've always been able to.
Right.
On every Halo, you can do like couch co-op and like
Right.
play through with a friend.
Yeah, just
that's
split
not
screen.
existent on Halo or Forge, which Forge came a little bit later in the Halo world, but you can like
Okay.
customize your map, make your own game mode with your own rules. That's
Right.
not coming out either.
That's crazy. That's kind of perplexing to me because didn't they just show us multiplayer
Yeah.
like a couple of weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Like and it almost seemed as if it was coming out first.
What's weird to me is like,
And because it was like a solo thing.
isn't a co-op mode kind of an easy thing to add?
Uh,
You're just playing through and then like someone just teleports into your game and is running through with you. Why would that be like something that needs to be delayed? What's technical about that? I mean, maybe it is, but you would think
I
that's
don't
an
know.
easy thing to add into the game.
I mean, you saw how difficult it was to have like co-op in Dark Souls. You know what I mean? And actually play with somebody you wanted to play with.
Yeah, and Outriders too, which was a
And
multiplayer game,
Outriders.
which was a
Yeah,
multiplayer
which
game
is
to
a
begin
little bit
with.
more.
That was a mess.
I mean, Outriders is still buggy as fuck. Like you gotta like, oh, I don't see you. You gotta like
yes,
leave, go
it's
back to
still
the
a
main
pain in
screen
the
and then
butt.
come back
Oh,
in
now
just
you're
to
on my
reset it,
list.
and
Now I
can
can.
see.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, now I can send you the invite. Yeah, so
I just.
I mean, maybe there's something up with like with the difficulty in being able to get two people to play on the same game.
So
together.
let's-
maybe it's way more difficult than we thought.
maybe it is. Like maybe there's something networky that we just don't understand there. But I mean, because I feel like we've had co-op games our whole life. Like you can go all the way back to like Gauntlet Legends,
Yeah.
and you're playing with your buddies. Like, why is
Diablo
this
and shit.
Diablo? Like,
Yeah.
how is this so hard? I don't understand why. But this makes me wonder, like, if we go back to last year when this game was supposed to launch, were we not going to get a co-op mode until 2023, 2022? Like, how long were they going to wait? Because it's already been delayed a year. And
Yeah.
now you're delaying co-op mode till, like, next year again? That's what they were saying, 2022? It's like,
Right.
does that mean we wouldn't have had that for 2 years if you launched it last year? That's so weird.
Yeah, I don't get it because like I said, like we literally just saw them showcasing multiplayer.
So you
would
can
think
have a
that-
network thing, right?
Yeah,
it's just
you
a
guys
network
haven't
thing.
even showcased the fucking game since that bad showcase that you guys did.
Right,
where
you just
you
showcased
got memed the
multiplayer.
fuck out, but
Yeah.
like it's like what I mean, you just showed us all this multiplayer. I would be assuming, the average person would be assuming that this shit is coming out. It's gonna come out before or at least at the same time as the game. But I thought, me personally, I thought that it was gonna come out before the game, just because the game has looked so ass. And they
just
got a
launch
lot of work to
multiplayer.
do on it.
Just
Yeah.
launch battle royale
You
mode
could
or
just
whatever.
do the multiplayer,
yeah.
and people not gonna really focus too much on the
Yeah.
graphics because they just focusing on the game.
I mean, I
So
think
you might
that's
be
what
able to get
people
away
care
with it.
most about too is multiplayer, right? With Halo, most people really love the multiplayer.
Yeah,
I don't, but
yeah,
I know that's hugely popular for
Yeah.
them as the multiplayer. So yeah, that's a great idea. They could have just launched that. You're right. People are going to be very forgiving on graphics.
and you would forget about there was even
Yeah.
a campaign because you would be so focused.
Yeah.
People who want to play that shit would be focused on the multiplayer,
And they're not the first
fine
to
with
do that.
for a while.
COD has done that in the past. They
Yeah.
launched a non-campaign COD,
Game, yeah.
and it was just multiplayer. So it's not like that unrealistic.
Yeah,
So I don't know what's going on over there, man.
that's interesting. I think
those-
343 is just like.
I don't know if this is COVID or what, but this is
I
just
don't know what's
weird.
going on.
It's all weird
Yeah.
with Halo.
I feel like they're kind of scrambling. They're just trying to figure something out.
Mm-hmm.
And it was probably like maybe I don't know, maybe it was Phil that was like, "Hey man, y'all
Just
can't
get
release
this
this
out,
fucking
right, yeah.
multiplayer without this campaign. You guys need
Right.
to release the campaign first.
Yeah.
The multiplayer should always be second."
I
know
think
what
so.
If you're gonna have
Yeah.
a first person, if you're gonna have a campaign, then it needs to be second.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
multiplayer should just always be second. It's okay. You just new DLC that comes out or whatever.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think people are more so expecting a campaign here. And we always kind of think you play the even in like the way we play games. I beat the game and then I jump into multiplayer. It's always kind of like even secondary, even in the real world,
It
the way we
should
play
be.
that.
I mean, there's lots of people, and there's plenty of times where I've played like Black Ops and just never touched
the campaign. Yeah,
I just played the multiplayer.
Black Ops is unique,
or
but
even
like let's say
Cold
like
War, I just played zombies, and I haven't really played the campaign.
yeah,
like that.
it's with Call of Duty. Sometimes you just instantly jump into multiplayer.
Right.
But with like let's say Uncharted or The Last of Us, we always play the campaign
You gotta
first,
play story.
and then you're like, I'll try out the multiplayer. It's always kind of like a secondary thing. It was always that way with me with Halo. I would always play the campaign and then maybe check out multiplayer after.
Right.
But it's always the campaign first. It's always like with COD that kind of formula has kind of like not worked.
Right.
But for the most part, yeah, you think the campaign is numero uno,
Mm-hmm.
and this and the multiplayer is like a secondary thing. But they're kind of doing it reverse here, it seems like.
Yeah.
Anyways, Halo Infinite's on a weird trajectory, man.
Yeah, man. I hope they get their shit together, man. And I hope
they're
all of
successful.
this extra time that they
Yeah.
taken to just dedicate all of their time to the campaign, I hope it looks good. Because if it doesn't, they're definitely gonna hear about it. Like,
They've had a year extra
but
long.
it would seem like you would mainly focus on the campaign to make the campaign look superb, and then it's just easy to take that type of graphics and slide it over to the multiplayer, and then just work on how the games play in multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think you
don't
just
know.
have no excuse,
I'm
man.
not a developer.
When
so
games like
I don't really
Wukong are coming out and your game looks like trash, there's just no
right,
excuse,
and Wukong
man.
is an indie, right? So
I mean, it's Chinese funded or whatever, but it's not a AAA studio that we
so
know
they
of.
probably got the whole continent behind them. So,
The communist government probably is like funding it
Yeah.
themselves, right? The whole continent behind them.
but
Anyways,
yeah.
I love you, me.